Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. We have reached our second video of this series. Thank you for all of those of you who have watched part 1 of this series. If you have not watched part 1 and you are just now starting with this video, pause this video, go back, watch part 1, and then come back to part 2. And then we will welcome you with open arms. So, that being said, if you haven't watched this video, go back. We'll wait. Okay, so this video, part 2, is a second interval that I'm going to be introducing to you. To remind everybody, the first interval that we talked about was the perfect fifth, which sounded like this. And our reminder song was Star Wars. Now, there were some great comments of some other songs that have perfect fifths in them, and I thank you very much for those. Those were fantastic. Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, that's a great one that's been taught before, and I love that one. It's a really great thing. One of my personal favorites, shout out to a certain individual who said Blackbird. That's a fantastic song. If you've never heard it, you should definitely look it up by the Beatles. And this goes, Blackbird singing in the dead of night. It's a great song, and it has the perfect fifth in that, and it's really quite something. So, props to you all. All the songs I submitted that y'all submitted to me were great, and I love hearing every single one of those. So, keep them coming. Those are great. And so, today, part 2 is a different interval, not the perfect fifth, but the other perfect interval, the perfect fourth. Now, if you hear a perfect fifth and a perfect fourth beside each other, that's a perfect fifth, perfect fourth. Really close, guys, really close. So, let's focus on the perfect fourth for a moment. So, if you've really studied the perfect fifth, you notice that this is not as big of a gap in interval here. So, it's just the fourth. To remind everybody, for your band folks, this is the first note of your B-flat scale, and then the fourth note will give you your perfect fourth interval, and that's great. For your choir folks, that is Do to Fa. So if you're using those as tools to help you remember these intervals, that is the way to do it. So if you have your piano app, hopefully that was helpful for you. I strongly encourage giving you something that you can make sure that you have that will help you be accurate. If you are just trusting your ear, some people were not there yet. Some are, and that's fantastic, but some are not quite there yet. So please use the electronic. That is not going to change. It is unforgiving. It will be accurate. So last time, perfect fifth, I gave you the example of going from C to G. Okay, and that's fantastic. It works great. That was for the perfect fifth. Now for the perfect fourth, I still recommend starting on that middle C, C4, if you've got a number on your piano app. C4, and then going to the F above that. So it's going to go. Now here's the song that I was taught to help me remember this particular interval, and it sounds really cheesy, but I will tell you, it is a wedding song. Here comes the bride, guys. Here comes the bride. Bum 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 bum. If you've ever been to a wedding and that tune was played, you will now know that that is a perfect fourth. Here comes the bride. Dun 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 dun. It's a great tune, and it is so memorable. Weddings happen all the time. So that is the way to do it. There are lots of other tunes that have perfect fourths in them, but that is the one that I was taught to help me remember it. If that's the one that works for you, fantastic. Love it. Awesome. If it's not, find another that has this interval in it. To give you an example, another way to do this, that's in a different key, but that's the interval, okay? So, pause. Not really pause. But, if you are confused as of right now, if I'm going really fast, pause the video, go back, listen to the interval again. Alright? That is the best way to do it. Take your time. There is no rush to this. There's no deadlines. There's no grade as of right now. So there might be a test later. Be aware. So if you're watching this and you are still confused, pause, rewind, listen to the interval over and over again. Those are two different examples. I'll give you that changed key again. Bum, bum, ba, bum, 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 ba, bum. That's all good. That works. And then the original one that I gave you, which was C to F. Now, this brings up a great thing in my mind. As y'all were giving me your comments for the Perfect Fifth video, there were some of you who found the interval in a descending manner. And that's awesome. Fantastic. That just what that means is that you found the fifth interval backwards. So instead of hearing, you heard or something of that effect. That's excellent. Being able to hear intervals in reverse or ascending and descending, that is awesome. For right now though, I would suggest that if you're just now starting out, focus on the ascending interval. The ascending interval is the starting point for everybody. Once you feel like you have the ascending interval, then do it backwards. Like for this perfect fourth, we've got our ascending. Bum, 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 bum. That works. But if you want to do the descending, that would be... Again, I encourage you to start with the ascending interval, not the descending one. Start with the ascending and then work your way to learning the descending interval. They're the same distance, guys. The distance is not changed. It's still a perfect fourth. It's just which note happens first. Helps you figure out some songs that might fit for those criteria. It works. It's great. Awesome. So, I was told that my previous video I said so a lot. It's a habit. I'm working on it. Bear with me. Alright? So, perfect fourth is the interval for today. If you find that there is a song that you love that has a perfect fourth interval, both ascending and descending, I will take those. I will take any of those. The name of the game is Perfect Fourth. If you've got a song in mind that has a perfect fourth in it, and it's not the wedding song that I gave you, put it in the comments. Put it in the comments. That'd be fantastic. These videos are going to keep going for the foreseeable future. We've got lots more intervals to cover. I just wanted to start with the two perfect ones. Perfect fifth was in part one. Perfect fourth is now. And then next time around we will go into some more intervals that are a little bit harder to identify. And that's okay. We'll keep working with it. Like always, if you have any questions, let me know. Put it down in the comments if you're confused. Alright? Send me an email if you're one of my in-class students. If you're just a person that just stumbled across this video, I check these comments. I will say, the first video, I checked the comments literally probably every 10 minutes or so to see if anybody added any more. It's that nervous jitter thing that I'm stuck with, but that's okay. Send me your comments. I would love to hear from you. And I hope that you're doing well in this time of pandemic, crisis, whatever you'd like to call it. Hopefully music is bringing you a little bit of joy that we desperately need in this world. Perfect fourth and perfect fifth. Those are our two intervals we've had so far. Look forward to seeing you next time. Stay in tune, guys. Thanks so much.